The stadium roared as Jake collapsed at the 25-mile marker, his legs giving out beneath him. The rain poured down, mixing with the sweat and blood on his knees. His vision blurred. This is it, he thought. I'm done. 5 years ago, Jake had been a champion, ranked 1 in the state, a future Olympian. Then came the accident, the shattered knee, the surgeries, the doctors saying, "You'll never run again." But he'd refused to believe it. For 825 days, he'd fought, waking up at 4 a.m. to drag his limp leg onto a stationary bike, enduring physical therapy that felt like torture, listening to coaches, friends, even his own father say, "Jake, it's time to let go." But every night, lying in bed, he'd see the finish line he never crossed. And now here he was, not just running again, but in the biggest marathon of his life. The crowd screamed as runners flew past his fallen body. His knees screamed louder, "Get up!" A voice his own, but deeper, fiercer. The voice of the man he used to be, the man he still was. You didn't come this far to quit now. Jake dug his fingers into the wet pavement, one hand in front of the other, then a knee, then a foot. He didn't stand. He rose. The crowd erupted as he limped forward, his face twisted in agony. The finish line was still a mile away. "You're insane," a medic yelled, running beside him. "You'll destroy your leg." Jake didn't stop. The last mile took him 27 minutes. When he crossed the line, the clock had long since expired. The winners had celebrated. The crowds had thinned. But in that moment, Jake wasn't thinking about trophies. He was thinking about the hospital bed he'd woken up in 5 years ago, when they told him he'd never walk without pain again. He was thinking about every single morning he'd woken up and chosen fight over quit. And as he collapsed into his weeping coach's arms, he realized, greatness isn't about gold medals. It's about looking impossible in the face and saying, "Watch me." It's about finishing what you started, no matter how long it takes, no matter how much it hurts. Because the world will always try to count you out. But the only opinion that matters is the one you have of yourself when you stare into the mirror at 3 a.m. You have a race to finish. Maybe it's the business you've been too scared to launch. Maybe it's the degree you think you're too old to earn. Maybe it's the dream you buried because life got in the way. But hear this. The last mile is always run alone. No crowds, no cheers, just you and the voice inside that refuses to die. So get up. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not when you're ready. Now. Because champions aren't born, they're built in moments like this. Your finish line is waiting. Run. The only thing standing between you and greatness is the lie that it's too late. It's not. Start